Chapter 1053. In the Flames Translator. Muibo Studio Editor. Muibo Studio. The great beings conversed excitedly among themselves. Meeting a friend. Craftsman Master is meeting a friend. So we're just going to wait here and do nothing? From my perspective, we should go to the original stars first, and perhaps we can get something precious. The original stars will stay open for 1,000 eras. It's only just begun. We have plenty of time. That's right. We don't need to rush now. Let's ask Craftsman Master to help us make a true treasure. And then we'll go to the original stars. We can get more valuables with the true treasures. Let's go. No. Let's wait. The great beings of other races from various territories in the universe were quite disappointed and started to go back to their residence. All 500 of the great beings kneeling at the foot of the mountain were upset as well, but they continued groveling and didn't dare stand up. They believed that there were great beings watching their every move, reporting back to Craftsman Master. Sincerity was of the utmost importance if someone wanted to be a disciple. One might be eliminated if he wasn't sincere enough while groveling. Let's go. Luo Feng, said Chrysalis Knight. We might need to wait for thousands of years for Craftsman Master. Okay. Luo Feng nodded, smiled, and walked back with Chrysalis Knight. He stood in front of the door and looked up at Craftsman Mountain. Meeting a friend, thought Luo Feng. Does that mean Craftsman Master is not here? His eyes gleamed. A great opportunity. He had been waiting for half a year, but it was still impossible for him to get the black metal with Craftsman Master guarding the Craftsman Mountain. Craftsman Mountain is the sanctuary of the entire planet, and Craftsman Master lives here, Luo Feng thought. Only Craftsman Master and his disciples can live on the mountain, while other great beings were not allowed without permission, which means there are only a few great beings on Craftsman Mountain. As for his disciples, no one is a universe master, based on the information I gathered. Craftsman Master had 182 disciples in total. Some disciples were universe knights, and some were undying. Although Craftsman Master only picked those who were highly talented, none of his disciples had reached the level of universe master. One of the reasons was that it was exceedingly difficult to become a universe master. Another reason was that his disciples devoted most of their time and energy to making weapons, and hence, they didn't get enough training. Nobody can stop me if there are no universe masters, thought Luo Feng. But I still need to be careful. It won't be easy to get something from Craftsman Master. Asterisk 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 Luo Feng was afraid that Craftsman Master might come back if he didn't act in time, so when it turned dark, he sent Mosha Body carrying his original Earthling body. Mosha Body was the best at fleeing and hiding. The original Earthling body had the same level of combat power as Remote Ocean Body, which was why the Remote Ocean Body was waiting at the mountainside and observing how everything went while the original Earthling body and Mosha Body started to climb the hill. Mosha Body shrank to the size of an ant and stood beside a stone on the hillside of Craftsman Mountain. He looked up at the towering Craftsman Mountain. Craftsman Master, Mosha Body said, stepping forward. Su. He teleported himself to the depths of Craftsman Mountain. He was able to teleport himself and match the space ripples without being noticed by universe knights. He arrived at the closest spot to the valuable after just 2 teleportations. Hong, Long, Long. On the hillside of Craftsman Mountain were numerous gigantic caves billowing steam exceeding temperatures of 1 million degrees. The steam flowed around Craftsman Mountain, and the energy contained in the steam was equivalent to that of a star. Every cave glowed red in color. Moshe Body, under a rock, didn't care much about the steam. The energy of stars was nothing to him now. Space Seal, Moshe Body thought. Around 1/10 of Craftsman Mountain is enveloped by the steam, and it is under Space Seal. It means this is the center of Craftsman Mountain. As Moshe Body watched, 2 towering beings suddenly walked out of one of the caves. One of them was around 70 feet tall with 4 claws. Various patterns coated his naked body. The other was around 300 feet tall and had thick arms. The 2 of them walked out together, and Luo Feng could tell from their power that they were both undying. "It's too hot inside," the 4-clawed creature exclaimed. "We couldn't even stand it for a second. How are we supposed to make top-tier treasures if we don't have enough time? We're just not strong enough," replied the other. "Look at our Universe Knight-level brothers. They're able to make weapons at the center, and they can keep trying. Especially our 9th brother. I really admire 9th brother. Not only is 9th brother a universe overlord, but he also has true treasure armor, and he's an energy life form of the fire category. He's able to go deep into the center to make weapons, and he has been bestowed some precious material used by our teacher. See, he's already made a senior true treasure, and he's second only to our teacher on the Craftsman Star." The towering creature shook his head and exclaimed, "It'll be much better if we can become Universe Knights. It's not that easy." The 2 undying fighters were not alerted to Moshe Body's presence. After all, there was no reason to expect that anyone would trespass on Craftsman Mountain. Moshe Body heard their conversation easily. "The center," he thought. "It seems most of their brothers are staying at the mountain center." He looked at the cave. And the center of the mountain is the center of the Space Seal. I can feel that the 4th black metal is at the center of the mountain. I need to be careful. I must not be discovered by the disciples of Craftsman Master. Moshe Body was careful. Although he was proficient at stealth, many of Craftsman Master's disciples were Universe Knights or even Universe Overlords. Inside the space-sealed area, teleportation was not allowed. Moshe Body instead performed his inherited technique, domain, and went into a cave. The 2 undying fighters outside the cave never noticed a thing. Asterisk, 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 asterisk. It was blistering hot inside, and Moshe Body moved forward carefully. The cave was surprisingly deep, and the deeper he went, the hotter it got. Some rocks inside the cave glowed red with the heat. It was so scorching in here that Luo Feng thought sector lords might be killed instantly by the temperature alone. Hong, pa, hong, pa, hong, pa. Upon hearing a series of rhythmic sounds, Luo Feng turned into a stone and rolled inside. Some of the patterns on the stone allowed for sight, and Luo Feng observed the distant places using them. The fire was surging. At the top of the fire, life forms of other races of all sizes used hammers to pound the metal, producing the sounds he had heard. Hong, pa. They're all undying. Moshe Body thought. My black metal is down there. So he performed domain again and traveled almost 6,000 miles down. He moved still deeper with domain and was able to avoid attracting the attention of the great beings of other races who were making the weapons. Luo Feng noticed something special about how the disciples of Craftsman Master made weapons. Those who were at the top of the flames used a strange type of hammer, while those in the middle of the flames were Universe Knights who used hammers of different sizes and needed to wield them using the godly power. As for the bottom of the fire, there were only 3 Universe Knights. One of them was the 9th brother those 2 undying fighters had talked about. Apparently, the fire intimidated all ordinary Universe Knights. It's right down there, whispered Luo Feng. My black metal is right down there. He hid beside a rock, camouflaged as a small stone. I can sense clearly that the black metal is above the 3 Universe Knights at the bottom. They might notice me if I go there. What should I do? Luo Feng grew anxious. He could sense that the black metal was around 180 miles away from him, and the 3 Universe Knights at the bottom were also around 180 miles away from him. That meant the black metal was close to the 3 Universe Knights. Just wait, Luo Feng told himself. I bet they won't keep making weapons here for long. Luo Feng watched the 3 beings in silence. Although Luo Feng didn't know anything about weapon making, he was still amazed at how the 3 universe overlords made the weapons. It was an art. The 3 universe overlords only used strange hammers at different sizes, but the hammer wielded by that 9th brother was unique. It looked fierce enough to shatter the universe, yet as mild as a breeze. All the materials it touched mixed with each other perfectly, and the scene was breathtaking. After more than a month, the 9th brother ceased his work and announced, "Ha ha. The top-tier set treasure is finally finished. If the material were good enough, I could have made a true treasure. Congratulations, 9th brother. Congratulations. Ha ha." He laughed in triumph. "Now, I'll go and have a rest." "Sounds good. Let's go. Together. Let's go." With that, the 3 universe overlords finally went to rest. They flew out of the flame-like beams of light. After they disappeared, Luo Feng turned back into a human form, robed in black. "Finally," he said, looking down at where the black metal was.